Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Silla and you're on Silla on the Real. Today I'm going to keep it 100, 1,000, 2,000, whatever it is. I'm going to keep it real with you since you're on the real, so I have to keep everything real with you. But before I go into today's realness, please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, like, share, and also comment. And also click on the notification bell so whenever I put a video here, you can get a notification to watch. Okay, so let's get into it. You know, I always keep it real and I keep it 100. I want to talk about this 10. I know some people or some girls or some guys, I wouldn't say only girls because some guys also go through those kind of things. Some of the things that when we're in relationship, our partners tell us or say to us that when you're in that relationship, at that moment you'll be like, oh, it's nothing. But then after the relationship, you sit down and you realize that you were just being a fool or something like that. So me, some of the things that my ex used to tell me or used to do to me that later on I realized I was like being a stupid girl or a fool. Like some of the things was like, you are not beautiful enough. Don't count yourself as a woman when women are being called. It was something that really hurt so much. Like the day that this person told me that I shouldn't consider myself as a woman, I am not beautiful. It's just it's also hurtful. But now I sit down, I look at it, and I when I remember it, I just laugh. I just laugh because that was his opinion about me. And I allow him to say those kind of things because at that moment I thought maybe we're in the heat of argument. That's why he was telling me that. But I realized that no, even in the heat of an argument, you shouldn't belittle me. Because, you know, growing up as a black girl, there were times that I wish I was fair. There was times that I wish that there was some part of my body that I didn't have. Like for instance, growing up, in my childhood, they used to tease me mostly about my lips, that I have big lips, I have that, I'm not beautiful. So I let those things, those kind of things get to me, stick into my mind. And dating this guy, he was also belittling me. Like this guy always belittled me to the extent of sometimes I will render a helping hand to him, and then he will, right in front of me, he will call another girl and be like, oh, I have done this, a friend helped me. A friend, you said. And it wasn't once, it wasn't twice. This guy was always like call other girls in front of me and refer to me as a friend. And I'm like, at that moment, I didn't know what to make out of. I get hurt when he does that, but then I didn't know what to make out of that when he says those kind of things. But then I think not voicing out anything made him to still always use those kind of things to hurt me. And then there was this one particular person that he would just look at me and be like, oh, you have a small breast. And it's like I have insecurities about my body, and here am I with a guy who is always belittling me. You are this, you are that, you're not beautiful, you should be a little bit fair. So I allowed those things, those kind of things to get to me. Even up to now, I'm trying to work on myself. I'm trying to accept that I have big lips. It doesn't matter. This is what God gave to me, that I have to accept it no matter what. But then it's kind of heartbreaking. Later on you see that right now I'm trying to accept everything about myself. Whether I have big lips or not is part of me. I can't change it. But then sometimes I tell myself you're beautiful, but then there are days that gets to me and I become so sad and I start asking God, like, God, is there not a way that you can do natural surgery on me? I don't have to go and pay any money. Just shrink my lips a little bit, make it a little bit smaller, so that at least make my, and for me, I always tell myself that the money that I will use to go and buy creams to bleach my body, I would rather use that money to buy a box of chicken, fry them, and then sit down and eat. Because for me, I accept my skin, like the color. But then when people come to you and be like, oh, you have to be a little bit fair, or that, it's kind of heartbreaking. And let's keep it real. It's not only the girls, or let's say, for instance, me, I cannot only say that it's me that face. There are sometimes a girl will be in a relationship with a guy and then you'll be littling them there. Your manhood is small, you are this, you are that, you are that. So it's different from maybe when your guy is, or your woman is not dressing well and you tell them. But there's a situation whereby your own body or your skin is being used against you. Like you have to bleach, you have to do this. I think this is the reason why some of the girls of late goes into this surgery just to look perfect. Yeah, I have small nyash, I have small ass, so right now I have accepted. If I have small ass and you don't like it, go. If I have small breast, yeah, I have 2 kids. I have 2 kids, and yes, my breasts are still like, I only wear push-up bras just to get a little bit more. But then if I have small breasts and you don't like it, there's nothing for me to do for you to like me. You will not, even if after surgery, you'll still not like me. So I'm trying. There are days, yeah, there are days I look into the mirror and tell myself, girl, you are beautiful. Don't listen to them. But there are days like, yeah, they were telling the truth. They were saying the truth. So, like, being real right now, my message out there to anybody that feel insecure about their body, like myself, it's a process. I know we will get there. It's a process. Let's be real. It's a process. There are days you tell yourself, oh, I'm beautiful, but there are the days that it sinks in. You remember those words and you feel real down. Like sometimes when I meet another guy and be like, oh, you're beautiful, I'm like, Master, be real. Just tell me I'm ugly. I'm trying to work with the ugliness, so just tell me the truth and let me face it, rather than you come to flatter me and be like, oh, you're beautiful, you are that. You understand? But then my message to you, my fellow ladies out there, ugliness or no ugliness, one man's meat is another man's poison. Something that someone may see that is not beautiful about you might be attractive to somebody. I'm learning it today. I cried all the time. Just yesterday I cried about my body, but then I got up this morning and I realized that someone's meat is another man's poison. So why should I even worry my head over this? This is your girl Sela, and you're on Sela on the Real. Be natural, be yourself. Bye.